Let's solve the problem. Minimum cost for cutting cake 1 and the minimum cost for cutting cake 2. I felt this is one of the toughest problems to explain, but I will try to explain this problem in a best possible way. So we will follow this approach. First we will understand the question, then we will see the visualization, then we will see the logic part, we will dry run few examples, and then we will see the coding. So please watch the video till the end for the better understanding. Now first, let's understand the question clearly. So don't worry if you unable to solve this problem during the contest. So if you unable to solve during the contest, please go and give it a try one more time. Because in the contest, after seeing big questions and you feel bit confused, but after the contest you will see the things in a much more better way. So go and give it a try one more time. Now I am hoping that you have tried this problem. There is an M cross N cake that needs to be cut into 1 cross 1 pieces. So M cross N big cake you will give and you have to cut into 1 cross 1 pieces. You are given integers M and N and 2 arrays, right? Horizontal cut of size M minus 1, where horizontal cut of 5 represents the cost to cut along the horizontal line. This is my horizontal cut. And vertical of size N, this is my vertical cut, right? In one operations, you can choose any piece of cake that is not at 1, 1 square and perform one of the following cuts. If it is 1 cross 1, you can't perform the cut, right? If it is this way, you can perform one vertical cut. If it is in this way, you can perform one horizontal cut. So you can cut on this way. After the cut, the pieces of the cake is divided into two distinct pieces. The cost of the cut depends only on the initial cost of the line and does not change, right? Return the minimum total cost to cut the entire cake into 1 cross 1 pieces. So it makes difficult to understand this, but let's see the example for clear understanding. Now here you are given horizontal cut. My value is 5. To cut we required this much operations, and for a horizontal cut you required 1 and 3. Now initially we have cutted it in a vertical direction. We have cutted in vertical direction. My cost will be 5. My cost will be 5. After cutting it, it is divided into two parts, right? It divided into two parts. Divided into two parts. Now after dividing into two parts, I can perform this horizontal cut, right? This horizontal cut I can perform. This is my 5. To perform this horizontal cut, you have two vertical cuts. Now you have two vertical cuts. You have to perform here and you have to perform here. So two operations you require. So it will be 1 into 2, right? Now this is my new shape, new cake, and these are my single cells. You can't perform any operations on that. Now you need to perform on this operation, right? Here, how many times you have to perform? 2 times. And what is my value, which is 3? 3 into 2. So in this way, you have made all your cakes into 1 cross 1 cells. Now if you see operations, 5 plus 2 plus 3 into 2, that is 6. So if you add it, it will be 13. So here 13 is my answer. Now let's see another example. This is my cutting, right? This is my big cake, M cross N cake. So here you are given vertical cut as 4 and my horizontal cut as 7. Initially I have cutted my vertically, I have cutted it. These are the two shapes which I will get. So my operation is 4, right? After getting this, I have cutted it horizontally. After cutting horizontally, if you cut, you need to cut here. This is my one operations. To cut here, this is my another operations, because the cake got separated. So here it will be 2 times 2 into 7, right? So my answer will be 7 to 2 plus 4, which will be 18. But it's saying minimum, right? The next possible thing can be, what I will do is, I'll try to cut in a horizontal way. If I try to cut in horizontal way, so these are the two shapes you will form. So this will take my operation 7, and this is my cut. Next I will do my vertical cut. If you do the vertical cut, right, you need to perform this cut and this cut. This cut and this cut, it will be 2 into 4, which is 8, which is 13, right? 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 7, 8 plus 7, which is 15, sorry. So in this, which is minimum, 15 is minimum, so I will return 15. Now if you observe here carefully, when we are cutting it, in the initial cut I am getting the value, initial cut I am getting the value, and my horizontal or vertical cut will increase. In the next cut there will be my one value into my horizontal cuts or vertical cuts, right? Horizontal cuts or vertical cuts. Then my horizontal and vertical cuts will increase. Then I will get some value, and then I need to multiply it. So every time you are multiplying and your value is keep on increasing. Your value is increasing, right? Now in the beginning you have this value. So what I will do is, I have this value, right? I want to make as big as possible. I want to cut something which is very big. If you are cutting it very big, this will be a max value. This is independent. This int is independent of horizontal and vertical lines. If it is max, and if you are multiplying it, I want to multiply it with the minimum values of horizontal and vertical cuts. So I need to use priority queue, and I want to store my maximum value operations so that in the final answer I will get the minimum. Now let's see this example. To cut this vertical 267, horizontal this is 1439. In the first cut, my horizontals and vertical values are 1 and 1. In the first cut, I will cut 9 because this is my maximum value and I want my minimum to be multiplied. My minimum cuts to be multiplied. If you are cutting this horizontal value, how many vertical cuts are there now? There are one vertical cut only because this complete is my new array. So I will do 9 into 1, right? 9 into 1 is my first operation. After cutting it, this is the two parts you are formed. Now the maximum value is 7. Here my maximum value is 7, and here if you are cutting the 7, this is my vertical. How many horizontal values are there here? 2, right? Because I have partitioned at 9, so I will try increment my horizontal value. Now it will be 2. I need to do 7 into 2. 7 need to perform on 2 horizontal cuts. Okay, I have performed it. This is my new cake. This is the new formation of my cake. Here my maximum value is 6. So I need to cut it, right? So if I want to cut, you should cut here and you should cut here. How many operations? 6 into 2. Now if you are cutting it, how many verticals you are forming? 3 verticals you are forming, because if you are cutting here, this is your final answer. Here my verticals are 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. My horizontals are 1 and 2. Now here my maximum value is 4. But if you want to cut it, you need to cut 1, 2 and 3, which is 4 into 3. So in this way you will try to perform the operations. Now we got this, right? Now after getting this, we have horizontal and vertical. Now I think you understood the logic. If you understood the logic, try to code it by yourself. If you are unable to code, you can watch the next part of the video. So why I am telling you to code is, if you are coding it, right, you will think about these patterns, how exactly it is forming, then it will be very easy for you to solve similar type of problems in the future. Now I'm hoping that you have tried this problem for at least 20 minutes to code. Now you are seeing the coding part. Now if you see the coding part, which is MN, we have horizontal cut and we have vertical cut, right? So we are using the priority queue, which is max heap, and we are pushing cost and my horizontal cut, and my vertical cut. We are pushing it. Now we got horizontal pieces total 1 and my vertical pieces 1. My total cost is 0, right? My cost cuts dot empty auto cut is equals to cuts dot top, which will get the max value. After getting the maximum value, if it is my horizontal, consider, if it is my horizontal, this 1 value, 2 value and 3 times I need to cut. So if it is my horizontal, cost into vertical pieces. If it is my horizontal cut, you need to check the vertical pieces, and after cutting it, your horizontal pieces will increase, right? After cutting it, you can see here you have 2 horizontal pieces, here you got 3 horizontal pieces. So here you have increased your horizontal pieces. If it is a vertical cut, if you see here, if it is a vertical cut, how many horizontals is there? if it is a vertical cut, only 2 horizontals is there. So I will do cut into horizontal pieces and my vertical cuts will increase. So finally we are returning the total cost. So I think you have got it. So for the difference is the difference for the medium and the hard is, in the medium, right, in the medium problem he has given m into n, which is 20 only. So most of the people tried with recursion and 4DDP and they got accepted. This problem. Now if you see, these constraints are very low, and with long it's valid. Now if you see here, this is long. If you change the data type to long, this third and fourth question will be valid. So here my time complexity will be log of k into n, because my priority queue is k size, so it will be k is n. So I think my space is same, like it is order of n, which we are using the priority queue. So I think you have learned something new from this video. So I have kept my 100% efforts to explain this problem, and I think you have understood this. So if you learned something new, please do like, and if you are new to the channel, please consider to subscribe. I have created a WhatsApp community, Code with Confidence. You can check it out for further updates. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.